Billions of people own television, and every time we turn them on, we decide what to watch. Reality television is becoming more and more part of this choice. Today, I'd like to inform you about reality TV's history. It all started in the 1940s. It was the very early years of reality television from about 1948 to 1970. And in its first beginning era of reality television, many different types of shows were created and many important shows were created that changed reality television. The very first reality television show was Alan Funk's Candid Camera. It aired in 1948 and was based on his radio show, Candid Microphone. The show subjected unaware victims to different practical jokes and pranks, and it was very popular. Another important show in this era was American Family by PBS. It first aired in 1973 and showed a typical American family going through divorce. It was very important because it was the first show that was very modern-esque in its documentary style, showing normal people doing normal things. Another important show was Chelsea Girls in 1966 by Andy Warhol. The Radio Guide to Film says it's to blame for reality television because it was very provocative and very interesting to many people. The types of shows created in this era were mainly talent search shows such as Miss America, Talent Scout, and Ted Mack's Original Amateur Hour. The shows all featured different people auditioning to become instant celebrities. Other shows created during this era were game shows. Some very popular ones were the Newlywed Game and the Gong Show. All these game shows that were created were very different in style and goal. Other important shows in this era were Confessions and Night Watch. They were crime shows that were very popular. Night Watch is very similar to Cops in that it shows cops on patrol apprehending criminals, while Confessions was a show that showed different criminals in their jails and they asked them about their crimes. The next era was during the 1980s and 1990s. Reality television took a very drastic turn in this era due to new computers and editing systems. Film was now able to be edited very easily and very cost-effectively, which changed everything for reality television. That's why I've titled this The Renaissance of Reality Television. Some major developments in reality television occurred here. One of them was After the Fact confessionals. This is a very common thing we see where they interview the contestants on the shows to see what they thought afterwards. And this was first started in a Dutch show called Nummer 28. Number meaning number in English, and it featured 8 different students in somewhere in the Netherlands, and they were all just filmed reacting with one another. MTV's very popular The Real World came out a year later and is hailed to be very similar to the show. Another major development was the camcorder look, which was popularized by Cops. It was very low budget and did very well with viewers. Some types of show created in this era was the elimination type show, where contestants are on a show competing for a prize and one person is eliminated each week. This show was this style was first shown on Expedition Robinson. It was a Swedish show that later became Survivor in many countries. The other type of show created in this era was the makeover and self-improvement show. The first one was called Changing Rooms, and it featured couples who got to make over each other's bedrooms. This genre is now very popular and has many networks devoted to it, DIY, HGTV. And then we move into the next era of reality television, in the new millennium. It became much more popular this era. In 2000, there were about 4 reality TV shows being aired. In 2010, there were about 320. So you can see over those 10 years, it just increased rapidly. And very few new styles and methods of reality television came in, but there were a lot of very important shows like Survivor and American Idol. American Idol actually pulled top rankings for 6 years in a row and still airs today. Reality television also took a very international scope in the new millennium. A lot of American TV shows entered into the international spectrum, including An America's Next Top Model, Dancing with the Stars, Apprentice, Big Brother. And there are actually a lot of networks completely devoted to reality television nowadays as well. Reality networks such as MTV, E, Bravo, A&E, the History Channel. And reality television has also changed DVD sales in the new millennium. Amazon says that DVDs of reality television shows topped their charts of DVD sales in the past few years. But as we move into the 2013, as we have just started. Critics and societal influences have said that reality TV shows are on the decline. Their rankings are lower and their popularity is also decreasing. So we wonder, will reality TV make a big impact in the future, or will it die out? I thank you very much for listening to my speech.